Issue Boy and Guru in the house, back with another bang on video where, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news coming from Rome. Arsenal are open to selling Henrik Mkhitaryan to Roma, but the Italian side are not convinced at all. Well, according to the reports, they suggest that signing the Armenian midfielder would depend on Roma qualifying for the Champions League, as the funds would be limited without the extra cash provided by European qualification. His age and contract situation means Mkhitaryan would come relatively cheap, but his injury record would represent a big gamble. And it looks like Roma won't make a permanent move for the former Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund player. They will wait to decide at the end of the season. The biggest thing is all about is that Leicester City midfielder is in the news again for being a replacement in a lot of team. James Maddison is being watched and definitely being traced by Arsenal and Manchester United, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it looks like Arsenal are looking to replace Mesut Ozil, and their perfect replacement from the Premier League has been James Maddison. Well, the Gunners boss Arteta has highlighted that Leicester midfielder Maddison as a prime target for the German's replacement. The 23-year-old is thought to be close to signing a new contract with Foxes Inn. It's a huge boost for Brendan Rodgers' men, and he could prove difficult to prize away from the King Power Stadium if they secure Champions League football next season. So I don't think so. I think the players from these kind of clubs, they want a bigger club, because you need to understand that Leicester are not going to be a bigger club until and unless they get it. They get the good amount of investments in the coming years. For that, they would require Champions League football, and they're striving hard for that. Well, I'm not, the only team that is looking quite unconvinced in terms of the top four is concerned for me is now Chelsea. Leicester could slip up. I don't think that Brendan Rodgers is a manager who could give you a cutting edge, a huge amount of, in the future. You cannot build something big in terms of Brendan Rodgers is concerned, but he could be a very decisive manager for them this season. But I think Chelsea can be disturbed from that top four position. But moving on, Arsenal have been linked with former Liverpool youngster Rafael Camacho. Well, the winger, he moved to Sporting Lisbon from Liverpool last summer in the search of first team opportunities, and it looks like he has struggled to establish himself in Portugal. And Arsenal, as well as Chelsea and Manchester United, have been showing some interest in Rafael Camacho. He made 2 appearances for Liverpool and spent time in Manchester City Academy between 2013 and 2016. Moving on, well, Dani Ceballos feels that he would have felt like a coward if he had left Arsenal in January and gone back to Real Madrid. Well, Valencia actually entered the talks to end Ceballos' loan spell from Real Madrid and take him for the rest of the season. But here's what he said about it. Arsenal took a chance on me, and you have to return that trust through work to turn the situation around. If I do that, return from injury, and help the team achieve its objectives, it will leave a better feeling than if I had taken the coward's way out and left. Well, moving on. Well, Arsenal are reportedly one of the 3 Premier League teams again to chase for Brad Young. Well, yes, Hartlepool goalkeeper, 17-year-old. Well, he has spent the majority of the season on loan at Billingham Town in National League Division 1. And it looks like the 6'4" tall goalkeeper he's actually got an England training camp call up as well. So let's see. But moving on, Arsenal are also among a number of clubs who are interested in signing Dries Mertens for free this summer. Well, Napoli forward's contract in the Serie A expires in June, and he has been free to speak with foreign clubs about a move since January. And Manchester United and Chelsea look set to join the race to sign the Belgian international, who has 10 goals and 5 assists in all competitions this year. Mertens has spent 7 seasons in Naples, but is one of the number of, he's actually having a lot of teams wanting to sign him. Well, will Arsenal get their targets? Let's see. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views, news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So never miss anything about Arsenal. Just subscribe and hit that bell icon, because when you do that, you get 2 videos about Arsenal every single day. And I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.